Hey, what's up guys, it's横here, and welcome to a brand new Fortnite video. Thank you guys so much for joining me, but before we begin to the final video for Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3 Super, make sure to give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell so you'll never miss any of my future content. Okay guys, Chapter 6, Season 3, Super is over because, wait a minute, Chapter 6, Season 4 is coming to August 7th, and which special guest to be in a Chapter 6, Season 4 Battle Pass, and I don't know why or how am I actually going to say this, so I'm sorry for everyone who actually missed my calculations of the timeline, so let me explain of this situation. So, Chapter 6 Season 1 was Only Hunters, Chapter 6 Season 2 was Lawless, and Chapter 6 Season 3 was Super. And Chapter 6 Mini Season 1 was Galactic Battle, which is, wait for it, the first Fortnite collaborative season with Star Wars. And people say that the Fortnite Star Wars collaborative season was absolutely terrible, and it is the worst season ever. And for those of you guys know that this is not a drill for this. Chapter 6 Season 4 is coming to August 7th, and bad news is happening on the Party Up Summer Road Trip. So, the quest that I gotta do is I have to grind some XPs in a party with friends, and I don't have any friends left because I got the Zephyr Song Jam Track, the Appealing Drive Spray, the Cool Sun Emoticon, the Sunset Vibes Wrap, and there's only 4 left. That means I got the Sushi Scuba Spray, the Quack Axe Pickaxe, the Jelly Jammin' Spray, and the Chevrolet Corvette CR1 car. And I didn't have any friends left because it's 4 left. So anyways, before I'm actually going to show you a tour of how I got to the Chapter 6 Season 3 Battle Pass, I'll tell you guys a story. So, a few weeks ago, my sister bought me some V-Bucks to buy the Chapter 6 Season 3 Battle Pass, and I haven't bought the Chapter 6 Season 3 Battle Pass, and this is my first time buying the Battle Pass for over 2 weeks now, and I'll actually going to show you guys the tour of how I got the entire Chapter 6 Season 3 Battle Pass. But first, the event is actually coming on to the news tab, and it says this is the one that it happens on August 2, but in Asia it's August 3, which is Sunday. This is the Super Showdown story event, and it's happening on August 2. And according to the description in the news tab, it says, saving the world isn't a solo mission. Team up against evil at Demon's Domain in Battle Royale on August 2, which is August 3 in Asia. Doors open at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Super Showdown story event starts at 2:30 p.m. That means from 2 a.m. in Asia through 3 a.m. in Asia. And I'm sorry if you guys don't know it. Let me know if there's a time zones ready. Anywho, let's take a look of how I got into the entire Chapter 6 Season 3 Battle Pass rewards. So here we go. So onto page 1 through 2, I got a skin, and it was Robin. And it says, one half of the dynamic duo and member of the Teen Titans. A secondary or a third style for Robin's cape is classic colors, a wrap called Vanishing Boy Wonder, 100 V-Bucks, a secondary style glider for Red Robin's wings, a spray called the Boy Wonder, a pickaxe called Robin's Staff, and it says, an extendable, an extendable staff with electric prods, Robin's weapon of choice. A loading screen called Grappling Foes, and it says, crack. It is interesting what sound a foot against a face makes. An emote called the Birdarang Flourish, and it says, it's not showing off if you're that good. A banner icon, a contrail called the Birdarang Drop, and it says, can you beat them to the ground? A third style, which is for Robin's cape, and it's Red Robin. And a first style of the glider called Red Robin's Wings, and it says, crafted by Tim Drake as a means to glide around Gotham City faster. A loading screen called Scott the Domain, and it's the loading screen from the DC series, titled Scout the Domain, and it says, I've dealt with demons before, and it's the art from Afu-chan, and a second style for Robin, it's called Red Robin. And this one is from the Teen Titans set. Next, I got a pickaxe called Storm's Maw, and it says, wield the storms biting winds. A loading screen called Common Room, it says, remember what we fight for. A glider called Cheer Bolt, and it says, riding on the roars of the storm. A wrap called Storm's Beast. A back bling called Cheer Bag, and it says, ready to unleash the beast. And a built-in emote called the Storm Beast Snap. This is for Haley Sky, and it says, bring out the beast. And a secondary style, which is the varsity ones. The same as the Storm's Maw, the Cheer Bag, and the Cheer Bolt. An emoticon called Storm Beast LOL, and the jam track called Make the Crowd Roar. And this is from the Pep Monster set, and this one is for Haley Sky. Then on to page 5 through 6, I got an emote called Leafy Longboard, and it says, a super chill wind blows. A loading screen called the Supernovas, and it says, sincerely yours, the Supernovas. A pickaxe called Homegrown Flail, and it says, feel the wrath of this flower pot, dude. A back bling called the Zig Board, and it says, kick it or flip it, it's your choice. A spray called Ziggy Insignia. A secondary style for Midnight. A banner icon. A spray called Zig Art, and a loading screen called Liz Life, and it's called Live Your Life Ziggy Style, and this is from the Snackin' and Slackin' set. This is from Ziggy. Next, on to page 7 through 8, I got the glider called the Frequency Flyer, and it says, ride the airwaves. A spray called Synthwave Insignia. A back bling called Synth Cape. A banner icon from Synthwave. A pickaxe called Soundwave Slashers. And it says, cut through all the noise. Again, this is the Soundwave Slashers. I'm sorry, I literally talk too fast enough, so please don't judge my language. A rap called Soundwave Synth. A contrail called Synth Drop, and it says Moved by the Music. A jam track called When I Let the Music Play. An emote called Synth Step, and it says Keep It Upbeat. And a loading screen called Dorm Life, and it says none of this training matters if we burn out before we save the world. And a secondary style, and it's called the Upbeat Flyer. This is from the Heroic Harmonizer set, and I'm sorry, I don't know how to say this, but I just messed up the words. And let me just say this again, from page 7 through 8, I got a fucking glider, and it's called the Frequency Flyer. A spray called Synthwave Insignia. A back bling called Synth Cave, and it says Protect Your Backbeat. A banner icon. A pickaxe called Soundwave Slashers, and it says Cut Through All the Noise. A rap called Soundwave Synth. A contrail called Synth Drop, and it says Moved by the Music. Excuse my language if I accidentally said it right. It said. Then the jam track called When I Let the Music Play. An emote called Synth Step, and it says Keep It Upbeat. A secondary style for the Frequency Flyer, and it was Upbeat. A loading screen called Dorm Life, and it says none of this training matters if we burn out before we save the world. And a secondary style is called Casual. And this is from the Heroic Harmonizer set, and it's from Synthwave. Next, onto page 9 through 10, I got an emote called the Targeted Focus. It says Locked In and Locked On. A loading screen called The Eliminator, and it says they call him a one-man army. A pickaxe called Hunter's Knife, and it says Cut Your Way to the Prey. A contrail called Hunter's Hollow Target, and it says Keep the Island in Your Sights. A rap called Shot Counter. A spray called Kill Switch Insignia. A secondary style for the Hunter's Knife, and it was Eliminator. An emoticon called Steamed Kill Switch. A banner icon for Kill Switch. A secondary one is called the Hunter's Drone, or Kill Switch Drone, if you haven't said that. And it says The Inescapable Eye of the Hunter. And a loading screen called Target Practice, and it says, what? Training can be fun. And this is from the One-Man Army set, and it's from Kill Switch. Next, on to 11 through 12, I got a glider called the Res Board, and it says Ride the Res. A spray called Light Rider Insignia. A rap called Resonance. A loading screen called Ray of Light, and it says Look above you if you dare. An emote called Res Blocks. It says if you don't fit in, change the game. A back bling called Res Board. A pickaxe called Dark Res Art, which is the second style of Res Arc, and it says crackling with barely contained res energy. A banner icon. A loading screen, it says easy at surfing light waves, and this one is called Watch This loading screen. A contrail called Res Streams, and it says Dream In. A secondary style called Dark, and I got the Dark Rider, and this is from Light Rider. It says Surf the Light Rays, and this is from the Res Rider set. And finally, got the emo called Arcane Research, and it says Some Lighter Than Air Reading. A loading screen called Rookie Training, and it says Am I really ready to be an actual superhero? A contrail called Cursed Tome of Faller, and it says Straight Out of the Restricted Section. A back bling called Wings of Mist, and it says Soar Among the Shadows. A banner icon. A glider called Wings of Mist, and it says Soar Among the Shadows, an emoticon called Mischievous Morgan, a rap called Shadows Call, a spray called Morgan Miss Insignia, Dark Fire Claws, and Move Like the Mist. And guys, I'm not telling you this for anyone, but this is Dark Fire Claws, and that is from Morgan Miss. So, anyways, Chapter 6, Season 3 is over, so I'm going to stream the live event that is happening on Sunday, August 3. And I'm very, very, very excitedly hyped to do that. Although I have no friends to join the party, and I want to be friends with everybody. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all for today's final video for Fortnite, Chapter 6, Season 3. Thank you guys so much for having me. And if you want to see me play Fortnite, The Sims 4, or any games that I really wanted to play, why don't you just follow me on Twitch? That's twitch.tv/callmeshit7, or subscribe to my main YouTube channel, youtube.com/@callmeshit7, where I stream not only Fortnite and The Sims 4, but on Sky, Children of the Light as well. So Twitch didn't let me stream because the music has blocked due to the DMCA copyright infringement. And if you want to see my videos where I archive some of my past streams on Twitch, why don't you just head over to my official VODs YouTube channel at Shinta7VODs, and make sure to subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell to officially join the notification squad. As a bonus, if you want to see me in real life and some other crazy cookie stuff, why don't you just follow me on my socials, link tree in the description down below, if you can catch me, and you can hang with me right here, right now. So, that's all for now. Thank you guys for watching. This is Shintaro Yokoyama saying, and as always, I will take off my glasses, and I'll see you guys soon in the next season of Fortnite Chapter 6. Mwah, mwah, choop, choop, and I will see you guys later. Peace.